Hi, good afternoon. We're here with Isak from Data. How you doing, Isak?
Hi, good afternoon. Very well, and yourself?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us today. So, if you could give us a little bit more background as to who you are and what it is that you do, please.
Mike, I'm the CEO of Data International. It's a Harrogate listed or registered company,
Yeah,
Yorkshire company now. We use AI and machine learning to do product data cleansing and enrichment. So yes, we are a local AI company.
fantastic. And in terms of the history of the company, when does it you actually started? Because I know you've only just relocated to Harrogate.
So it started in 2020 when COVID was, well, the start of COVID, and I
Mhm.
realized that being in the bricks and mortar business was a little bit more challenging, especially when a black swan event like COVID happened. And one of the problems that we've always struggled with was enriched and clean product data, and that was in the industrial environment that I operated in. So to bring it into perspective, if your website data or product data is not rich and clean, customers can't find it and they can't make
Mhm.
decisions based on the product. So it was really born on my veranda in George in the Western Cape. And from then on, we started expanding and doing proofs of concept. And we used one of our other companies to start it, and we relocated to the UK because we're now on three continents, and doing business from here, I believe, would be more beneficial.
Fantastic. So, in terms of this space, AI, data, what makes you guys stand out from other people doing similar things to what you do? Or do they do similar things at the moment?
So, there's a lot of hype around AI. We are a very narrowly focused model. So we're not like a Gen AI model that can do the best Yorkshire pudding recipes. We
Mhm.
can do product data cleansing on MRO. We refer to it as maintenance, repair, and operations data. So it's more industrial type of data. So we're very focused. And if you compare the accuracy level against a Gen AI model like ChatGPT or Perplexity or Bing or Gemini,
Mhm.
they have an accuracy level of 30%, whereas ours is 80%.
Wow.
So the creation of hallucinations or incorrect data is
Mhm.
far less. So I think that makes us very special. We're very narrowly focused. And again, we've got something that works. It doesn't need to be proven.
Excellent. Sounds good. You say that sort of discrepancy between 30% and 80% accuracy. It's a big difference, and it's definitely a potential issue at the moment with AI and that kind of accuracy. What you're
Absolutely.
getting.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, in terms of 2020 to now, what's that business journey been like to date? If you could describe it in one word and then expand.
The easiest way was building a rocket while we're flying.
Yeah.
Uh, so there's a lot of things that you don't know. My background is very much the industrial environment,
Yeah.
whereas our head of IT is obviously expert in machine learning and AI. But data is a very interesting area, and there's so many variations.
Mhm.
Um, and it's hugely complex what we created, but we did create a slogan, complexity simplified, because we believe we simplified the whole process. And I think over time, we've been able to package and develop the product in such a way that it's more easy to understand for general users and to make decisions. And much quicker also to implement and test. For us,
Yeah.
it's very important that you get a quick ROI, you make a decision, and you can move forward. Not 6 months, not 8 months.
Yeah, and it's especially fast-paced sector that you're involved with. So, in terms of the future, then, and what that looks like for you, and any more challenges going ahead, how does that look? And opportunities, really.
I think our greatest opportunity. So in less than 8 months, we've become a global company. We
Mhm.
we were only in Africa, but now we're in the US and we in Europe as well. We work through a partner model. In other words, we work with partners that offer this service to their clients as part of a solution. I think the challenge is, we're hyperscaling now. There's certain things that we don't know. Onboarding more people and more specialists. You've got to keep a clear mind, but it's very exciting. Traditionally, old type of businesses, if you wanted to go global, it would take you years.
Yeah.
At the speed that we operate at, this is weeks and days, and uh, some interesting things are coming out. So there's some other customers that came to us and say, the products that you handle, we've got different products, but can we use your models? And we didn't design, we realized that we can offer AI as a service
Mhm.
and offer these customers 85% saving on training their data on our systems. We don't use outside data, and they can leverage and grow their business. So there's new business models evolving the whole time,
Yeah.
but keeping track and also keeping focused. That's the most important. We have to keep focused.
So how do you do that then? What's the key to keeping focused?
The key is, there's lots of ideas, there's lots of concepts that come to fruition, but there's a very clear global expansion plan,
Mhm.
and we narrow it down, and there's certain projects that we've got to say no to.
Sure.
Um, Not always easy, especially being a startup, you need to get each and every deal in. But no, choices. It's all about choices and keeping it simple.
Fantastic. So sort of relative to that then, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned along the way of your business journey to date with the experience that you've had and got?
Always give it a day or 2 days before you make a decision. In
Mhm.
my younger years, yes, you've got to be rapid, you've got to be fast, but you've
Yeah.
got to sleep over certain decisions and listen very attentively to the requirement, because a lot of, what can I say, value lies in the deeper meaning, the context of what
Mhm.
gets thrown in our direction. So I think just slowing down, um, certain times, it still goes fast, but certain decisions you've got to say, I need a day or 2 days to think about it. And when you go back then, and the team has then also absorbed the information, and we work together in a very innovative environment. And
Mhm.
everybody, well, that's another thing. In ICA, each and every person has got the same say as I've got. So
Excellent.
that way, that people they feel open to make mistakes, because if you don't
Mhm.
make mistakes, you can't learn. But we create an environment where mistakes are allowed and you're not punished for it.
Great. Good leadership lesson shared there as well, I think. And the collaboration coming through. So if we were to turn back time and meet you at 18 and you could offer yourself a piece of advice before you went into business, what would that be? With hindsight, I guess.
Uh, I think the most important thing, stress stops the brain from working.
Mhm.
Stop stressing, sit back, think, and then carry on. But in my life, and I've started businesses, I've bought businesses, I've merged businesses, I worked in corporate, I closed businesses, I've been around the block. And the biggest mistakes that I've made in my life in the past was stress. There's nothing you can do. Just do the best that you can. That's all.
That's it. Great advice shared there. Thank you for that. So, in terms of inspiration, then throughout that, I suppose, career or business journey that you've been on, what is it that makes you get out of bed every morning, inspires you to do what you do?
So I've got a few very sort of younger team members, both internally in the company, but then also externally. And I enjoy sharing experience and knowledge and listen to them and advise them. And when you see those people starting to blossom in their own environment, so
Mhm.
as you do coaching and mentoring, but more fatherly coaching and mentoring, then I really enjoy it. And I enjoy seeing our staff grow
Mhm.
from not knowing anything about a certain subject and then going out and learning and becoming very good at it. I thoroughly enjoy that.
Fantastic. That's another great share. Thank you. So, in terms of lastly, summing up really and sharing any latest news that you're up to. We've covered a little bit there, but feel free to do that, or even if it's a case of sharing some contact details where other people can get in touch should they wish to know more about what you're up to.
So our website is icadata.com. You can find all the information there and you can contact us. We also have a very strong LinkedIn page. YouTube, the YouTube videos explain what we're doing quite, I think, in an easy and understandable way. Most important, take the step. We do scoping free of charge. You get a really good idea of what the condition your data is in. It doesn't cost you money. And you see the low-hanging fruit, we do it for free. If there is value then in continuing, then one goes into a POC. But we're really cutting down on the amount of time in taking decisions about your data. And with the amounts of data being created now on a daily basis, we all suffer with a bit of a oversupply, or there's not a shortage, there's an overabundance, and that needs to be managed.
Sure. Great stuff. Thanks very much for that. Well, I wish you all the best for the future success of the business, Isak. And yeah, look forward to keeping an eye on it and seeing how it all goes for you.
Thank you very much, Mike.